Good morning. So today's class is a level 2 class. What that means is that if you're brand new to yoga, you might have a little wide-eyed moments here, but just know that you can do this no matter what level you practice at. Just if you've never done yoga, maybe today watch my beginner prep that I posted a little while ago, but just go with it. Don't worry about form or structure, and that goes for everybody. As far as level 2 class goes, especially something like this class that's going to move quite a bit. Just adapt anything you need to. I've got water out here, you have water out there. Take a break whenever you need to. Find child's pose, rest, all fours, whatever you need to do. So this class is a constant moving class. So we're going to do a lot of connecting our breath to movement, but not as slow as we did past Saturday. This will pick up a little bit more. We won't be anywhere very long, so there's going to be a lot of moving in and out of things. So just have fun with it. Grab your blocks if you have blocks, and because we'll use those a little bit. I think I've got the camera lined up today to where I'll actually be in the video the whole time instead of having to duck down to see you all. So enjoy, and let's go. Let's go ahead and start today's class in child's pose. So close knee or wide knee child's pose, whatever feels good to you. Start to find your breath here. Breathing in and out through your nose, just as your breath naturally comes. Try not to force anything. Just allow yourself to breathe. Might be the first time you've thought about breathing this morning. Go ahead and allow yourself to do that. Start to drift, rock a little side to side, starting to loosen up, thinking about movement. We're going to move a lot today. So the one thing I want you to concentrate on is trying not to be locked in or stiff anywhere. Maybe start to walk your hands around to the right side, finding some length. Take a nice deep breath. And then walk them around to the left side. Same thing, find some length, take a deep breath. Lean into it, breathe, and allow your body to feel that movement walking back around to the right side. Maybe thinking about not really settling anywhere, touching on it and moving out of it. Same thing over to the left. Good. One more time to the right side. And then over to the left. Rocking up, making your way to your hands and knees. We're going to move into a few cat-cows to begin with. Inhaling here in your neutral spine. Exhaling into your cat. Go ahead and stay here for a moment. Maybe move around. Maybe lean back. Twist your hips side to side and then move into cow. Same thing, kind of lean around into it. So let's find some mobility today. Exhaling into cat. Easing around into it. Inhaling into cow. Again, easing around. Side to side movements, really nice in these two poses. Find little areas you might not have thought that you can stretch in here. Good, and then spread those fingers out nice and wide. And make your way back into your first down dog. Let the head go, shake it out, no. Yes, maybe pedal around in your heels a little bit. And then allow again yourself to start shifting side to side. Just ease back and forth. Maybe press those hands down and forward. There's really no wrong movement here at all. As long as it feels good, it is good. Good. And I want you to come up on your toes, roll into your plank. And then as soon as we get into that long plank, let's move back into our down dog. Let's connect the breath to that. Inhaling, rolling into your plank. Exhaling back to your down dog. Do that again. Inhaling, roll into your plank. And exhaling back into your down dog. Good. This time, inhale, roll into your plank. Continue to rock forward. Take the knees down, and let's melt down to the floor. Good. And then let's melt right back up. Inhaling up. Back to your down dog. Good. Inhaling into your plank. Rocking forward, knees to the floor. Exhaling, melt down. Good. Inhaling, melt back up. Back to your down dog. One more time. A lot of things happen in threes today. Inhaling into your plank, rocking forward, knees down. Exhaling, melt down. Inhaling, melt up. Good. Exhaling back down to your down dog. Good. Inhaling, come back into your plank. Drop your left knee, take your left hand a little forward, and let's just find a little side plank with the knee down. Just using it for a stretch. And know that knee down side plank is always there. Maybe rotate a little forward. Inhale, feel like you're rotating a little back. Good, bring it back down. Take it back to your down dog. Good, inhaling back into that plank. Dropping the right knee down. Take the right hand a little forward. Move into that side plank again. Good, maybe reach the arm forward. Good, maybe even start to rotate a little forward. And inhaling, maybe reaching up, rotating a little back. Good, bring your hands back down. Take it back to your down dog. Good, take a couple breaths here. So we're going to move back down into that melt down, melt up. But instead this time, if you want to, we can make it a little bit harder. We can melt down and then maybe chaturanga, reverse chaturanga back up. So come up onto your toes, roll into your plank, rocking forward, melt down. Good, and then maybe tuck the toes and push back up into a plank. So just a little bit harder. Take it back down to your down dog. And do it again. Inhale into your plank, rocking forward, melt down. Tuck the toes, maybe push back up into that plank. So starting to create just a little more strength and energy in the arms. Do it one more time. Inhaling into your plank, rocking forward, melt down. Good, tuck the toes, press back up. Good, take it to your down dog. Let the head go. And then come up on your toes, bend your knees, step up to the front of the mat. Forward fold, first one. Let's cross our arms, hold on to the elbows, sway a little side to side. Good, maybe take the right hand down to the floor, or a block is fine too. Soften the right knee, reach the left hand up, inhale. Same thing, other side, bring the left hand down, soften the left knee, reach the right hand up, inhale. Do it again, each side, softening the knee that's with the hand down. Nice big breath. Good. Exhale. Bring it back down. Inhaling. Lift and lengthen halfway. Give those arms something to do. Find that nice long spine. Exhale. Fold. Good. Inhale. Sweep all the way up tall. Exhale. Samastitihi. Good. Bending the knees. Inhale. Utkatasana chair pose. Don't worry about how low it is. Exhale. Fold. Inhale, lift high. Exhale, down dog first. Now we're going to start maybe moving in more regular chaturangas if you want. Melt down's still there. Inhale into your plank, rocking forward. Let's go to the floor still, so knees down, chaturanga down. And then this time maybe cobra pose. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Down dog. Stay here. Soften. Good. Reach your right leg up, bend your knee, open your hip. Good. Exhale, bring it down. Same thing, other side. Left leg, reach it up. Bend your knee, open your hip. Good. This time, step up to the front of the mat. Forward fold, so both feet come up. Inhale, lift and lengthen half. Exhale, nice deep fold. Sweep up tall, inhale. Good, Utkatasana, exhale, chair pose. Good, stay here for another breath, inhale. And then exhale, fold. Good, remember not holding on to sharp angles. Easy does it, inhale, lift half. Exhale, this time step back to your plank. Good, now any Chaturanga version that you want to do is fine. Or skipping Chaturanga completely altogether. There's a ton of Chaturanga potential in this class. So you do what's going to be best for you. Meltdown's always there too. I'm going to do full up dog today. You're welcome to join if you want, or take whatever option you want. Inhale, rock forward. Chaturanga, stop halfway down. Top of the feet on the floor. Inhaling, up dog. Exhale, down dog. So lots of ways we can take that. I want you to do whatever feels the most comfortable for you to do. Very good. Reach your right leg up, bend your knee, open your hip. Take a nice deep breath. Good. Exhale. Step the right foot to the outside of the right hand, way up there. Inhale, wide twisting side angle. Take a breath. Good. Exhale. Bring that hand down. Wiggle walk this right foot to a kickstand. Roll to the outside edge of your back foot. You can stay here with the knee up or knee down. Stay here, or inhale, side plank, whatever version you want, whether it's stacked, figure four, leg up. Maybe a little flip the dog. Inhale. Exhale, back. Find your plank. Square up. Good. Now this time we're going to do Chaturanga Push-Ups. So rocking forward, knees up or knees down. I'll do them down for the first time. Down and up. Down. Three of them. One more. Very good. Take it back to your down dog. Reach the left leg up, bend your knee, open your hip, take a deep breath. Good, exhale, step the left foot to the outside of the left hand, wide twisting side angle. Reach the left hand up, breathe. Good, exhale, bring that hand down. We're gonna wiggle walk this left foot back to the hip, roll to the outside edge of the back leg. And same thing, any side plank Vashisthasana version that you want. Take a nice deep breath. Good, and then bring it back to your plank. Good, find that plank. We're gonna do 3 Chaturanga push-ups again. It's high knees or low knees, rocking forward. Knees up or knees down. Just 3, make them not a big deal. Take them back to your down dog. Good, soften the knees in down dog, maybe sway a little side to side, keeping that subtle movement. Take a few breaths here. Very good, come up on your toes, bend your knees, step up to the front of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, lift and halfway. Exhale, fold. Just keep the body constantly moving, transitioning. Inhale, sweep all the way up tall. Exhale, Samastiti. So we're going to go and do Sun Salutation C with a low lunge. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Right leg steps back. Inhale, low Crescent Lunge. Sweep all the way up. Exhale, down dog first. Stay here, or inhale in through a Chaturanga Vinyasa. Good, find your way back to down dog. Reach the right leg up, bend your knee, open your hip, take an inhale. Exhale, step it up, low lunge. Inhale, maybe sweep up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half. Exhale, fold. Sweep up tall, inhale. And then we're going to go right back down with our exhale. Good. Inhale, half. Good. Left leg steps back. Low Crescent Lunge. Sweep up. Exhale, dog first. Stay here or inhale through a Chaturanga Vinyasa. Remember that meltdown's always there. Melt up's always there. So especially if you're working with any kind of injuries, be nice to yourself. Reach the left leg up, bend your knee, open your hip. Exhaling, stepping up, low lunge. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, fold. Sweep up, tall. Inhale. Exhale, Samastitihi. Good. Hands to your heart. So we're going to take that and do the same thing again. Really feeling breath connection. Try to get rid of any sticky moments. Even if the range of motion is smaller, just don't worry about that. Just allow your body connect to your breath. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Right leg steps back, low lunge. Inhale. Exhale, down dog or right into a Chaturanga Vinyasa. Whatever feels good to you. Right leg reaches up, bend your knee, open your hip, inhale. Step it up, low lunge. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale and half. Exhale, fold. Sweep up tall, inhale. Right back down, exhale. Good, left leg steps back, low lunge, inhale. Exhale, down dog or right into your Chaturanga Vinyasa, whatever again feels good to you. Good. Come up on your toes, bend your knees, step up to the front of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, half. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Utkatasana, inhale. Exhale, Samastitihi. Now this time keeping your hands at your heart. Utkatasana. Good, allow those hips to shift back. We're going to move into a little twist. So take your left elbow to the outside of your right knee, and then I actually want you to shift the right hip back a little. The knees aren't going to be completely in line. That's fine. Just find length in your spine. And then let that right shoulder blade lead that twist around. Good, and then you can find a little more strength in your pelvis. Good, take a breath. Good, exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep up tall. Samastitihi, exhale. Utkatasana. Good, same thing other side. Right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Allow that left hip to shift back a little bit. Feel that left shoulder blade lead the twist. And then you can strengthen up the pelvis. Take a breath. Good, exhale, fold. Good, this time inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. And then exhale, hands to the floor, come up on your toes, have a seat on your heels. I'm going to scoot back a little bit so I don't disappear. Good, so let's find some balance. Inner thighs get strong. Balance in the belly. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring it down. So distracting yourself from balance a little bit with a little bit of movement. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down. Good, and again, inhale. Good, and this time widen the knees. Exhale, bring the hands down in front and find a stretch, a little tug-of-war stretch. Now, granted, some of you might not have knees that want to bend past 90 degrees, and if that's the case, I surely hope that you skipped this whole last little situation. And know that you could adapt that by staying in a forward fold or standing tall. You never have to bend. Do anything that doesn't feel good. Balasana is going to come up in the next sequence, which is a very bent knee, and I'll show an alternative for that. Good, bring the hands back forward. Make your way back to down dog. Don't worry about a Chaturanga Vinyasa here. There's going to be so many opportunities. Believe me, you will not be cheated out of it. Just stay here, down dog. Soften those knees. Find some ease side to side. Very good. Reach the right leg up. Bend your knee. Open your hip. Inhale. Exhale, step that right foot to the outside of the right hand. Wide twisting side angle again. Inhale. Bring both hands down. Now this time you're going to step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. We're preparing for Malasana. Arms can stay right here on top of the thighs. You never have to go further than this. If you want to go further, take the elbows down. Find a little Malasana. Good. Take a breath. And again, try not to hold anything too hard. Maybe just that ease a little side to side really helps you to not grip. Good. Press into the feet. Forward fold. Walk the feet back in hip width. Inhale, lift half. Exhale, fold. Good. Sweep up tall. Inhale. Good. Utkatasana. Exhale. Take an inhale. Exhale, reach your arms back. Clasp your hands. Inhale, open. Exhale, Utkatasana fold. So really keep those knees bent. Use your thighs. If your torso can rest on it a little bit, just to do that, to rest. And then reaching the knuckles up to the ceiling. Squeeze between the shoulder blades. Take a nice breath. Good. Exhale, release the hands. Now you can keep your arms right here on top of your thighs. Or come up on your toes. Have a seat. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift half. Exhale, down dog or Chaturanga Vinyasa. Or you can do both. You can go into down dog and then flow into Chaturanga. So whatever feels good to you. And we also have Locust Pose. Reaching the arms back, turning the palms down. This is a great back body strengthener. Much more so than up dog would be. Good. Reach the left leg up. Bend your knee, open your hip. Take an inhale. Exhale, step it up. Left foot to the outside of the left hand. So that wide twisting side angle again. Take an inhale. Good, then bring both hands down. Right foot steps up to the outside of the right hand. We're going to move back into that Malasana. High or low as you want to go. Good, maybe this time if you're down here, you find a little twist. Reach the right hand out in front of your right foot. Engage the pelvis to lift a little bit before you reach the left hand up. Bring it down. Take the left hand down. Engage the pelvis a little bit before you reach the right hand up. Breathe. Exhale, fold. Press it up, forward fold. Walk the feet back in hip width. Inhale, lift and lengthen half. Exhale, fold, bend the knees. Utkatasana, inhale. Good, exhale, reach your arms back. Good, inhale, open. Good, and then exhale, fold. Keeping those knees bent again, letting the head hang. Feeling these shoulder blades engaged, open the front body. Move around here. Deep breath down into your belly. Release the hands. Good. Arms can stay on the thighs or come up on your toes. Have a seat on your heels. Good. Now this has a little crow pose opportunity for it here. So if you're going to do crow pose, you want to be on your mat, step back to the center of your mat. So you can stay right here in balance where we have been. Or if you want to move into Bakasana crow pose, take whatever version feels comfortable to you. Just remember to breathe as you move into it. Inhaling, looking way out in front. As you exhale into it, engage the belly, puff up the back. Good, and then we'll all meet in forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Make your way back to a down dog. Stay down dog. Good, and then come up on your toes. Make your way into child's pose, wide or close knee child's pose. Good, and stay there for a moment. Just reestablish that breath. Few more breaths. Make your way back into your down dog. So we're going to travel a little bit more, move a little. This is where blocks might come in handy. So if you have them, make sure they're right up at the front of your mat. All right, because the floor may feel far away. Reach your right leg up, bend your knee, open your hip, and if you want to, you can flip the dog into wild thing. Inhale. Good, and then exhale, bring the hands down, step the right foot up between your hands. Low lunge, drop that back knee. We're just going to move into a little half splits, and then back into that low lunge. So we're thinking stretching hamstring. As we lengthen the front leg out, we're thinking about stretching the hip flexors as we rock forward. One more time. Just easy in and out. Good. Lengthen that hamstring. Then this time we're going to walk it forward and let's move into a low warrior three. So low warrior three means hands on the floor or hands on your blocks. Either one. And then you're going to keep your left hand on the floor, sweep the right hand up. Twisting half moon. Inhale. Bring the right hand down, sweep the left hand up, regular half moon. Inhale. Good. Now on your exhale, soften the front knee and slowly step back, warrior two. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, back into warrior two. So we're not getting really hard into warrior two. We're just breathing. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and exhale. This time, inhale, reverse warrior. And then exhale, side angle. Maybe even tick-tock the arms. The arms sweep through. Good. Inhale, reverse. And everything, a lot of things happen in threes. This will too. Exhale. Inhale, reverse. Exhale. Good. One more time. Inhale, reverse. And then exhale, high or low warrior three. So you can land the hands on your blocks to help stabilize you. This is a transitionary pose. From here, we gather up that left knee. We're going to move into knee circles. If you take my classes a lot, we do this a lot. So moving into that balance. Good. And then we're going to take this and transition into standing splits. So thinking about your hands now, they can be out there on the blocks, or if you want to, move them back in line with your foot, your right foot. Back toes pointed down. Maybe you take a right hand to your ankle. Good. Maybe a left. Good. Breathe down into that belly. Soften the front knee. Step back. High crescent lunge. Inhale. Good. Exhale, down dog or right into your Chaturanga Vinyasa, whatever feels good to you. Good. Let your head go. Find that soft, drifty down dog. Reach the left leg up, bend your knee, open your hips, stay here. Or if you want to, flip the dog. Inhale. Good. Exhale, hands come down. Left foot steps up between the hands. Low lunge, drop the back knee. Good. Inhale, lengthen out the front leg, moving back in and out. Little hamstring, little lunge. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. One more time now. Lengthen out that hamstring. Inhale. And on your exhale, walk it up into that high or low warrior three, wherever you want to be. Keep the right hand down on the floor or a block. Sweep the left hand up, twisting half moon. Pavrita Ardha Chandrasana. Good, and then bring it down, left hand on the block. Regular half moon Ardha Chandrasana. Inhale. Good, exhaling softly, stepping back, warrior two. And then inhale, straighten out the front leg, reach up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale. Exhale. So we're not super worried about form today. Just be where you are. If it feels good, you're fine. Good. Inhale, one more time. Exhale, warrior two. Then inhale, reverse warrior. Let's combine this with side angle. Exhale, maybe a little sweeping side angle. You can put your arm on your thigh for sure if you want. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Good, now one more time. Inhale, reverse. Good, and then this time, exhaling up into that higher low warrior three. So hands can come on the floor or the blocks to find your stability. Very good. Now from here, we're gonna take the right knee up and gather up into the knee circles. Good, find those knee circles. So just playing with our balance. And then taking this into standing splits, slow and controlled. Hands can come down to the blocks, hands can come down to the floor, hands can come down on either side of your left foot, really creating a much more roundness and balance requirement in your spine. Press that back foot back. Good, so this is a tough one not to lock into, but I want you still to feel a little fluid here. Maybe the left hand comes to your ankle, maybe the right hand. Playing with your balance. Good, and then releasing the hands, softening the front knee, stepping back. High crescent lunge. Inhale, bring it up. Good, and then exhale, hands to the floor, down dog or Chaturanga Vinyasa. Whatever you want to do. You just maintain that breath. Good, and then hold down dog a few breaths. Your down dog. If you're not already there, reach the right leg up, inhale. Exhale, bring your knee to your chest. Inhale, reach it up. Do it again, bring your knee to your chest, really rocking forward, driving down through the arms. One more time, inhale, reach it up. Knee to chest, exhale. Very good, inhale, reach it up. Step it up, high crescent lunge. Good, inhale. Bring it all the way up. Good, now exhale, left hand comes down to the inside of the left foot. Can be on the floor or a block. Reach the right hand up. So twisting side ankle, not as wide as we've been doing it though. Good, bring the hands down. Now this time I'm gonna want you to hop the back foot in just a tiny bit. Straighten out the front leg. Know your back heel may not touch the floor, that's okay. We're just moving into a wide pyramid stretch here. And as you're in this, hands can be on the floor blocks. I want you to drift that right hip out and then drift it back. So feel this little rocking motion. Usually it wants to stay out. We're really trying to work it back in, feeling that right hip draw back to the back of the room. We're just coming in and out of it so we can stay mobile and not lock in anywhere. Good, and then from here we're going to start to lower that back heel and angle it towards the right corner. Moving into Trikonasana. I love the block behind the ankle on this one. Engage the quadriceps. You've been taking my classes. We know we've been working on that. Good, and reach up. Trikonasana. Good, take a breath. Good, now soften and move into warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Good, exhale, move into that higher low warrior three. So this is a transitionary pose and then we're coming right up into knee circles. So it's right into it. Good, now from those knee circles, we're gonna take our left hand, slide it down around the top of our foot. And you can stay right here. Or start to press your foot into that hand and move into dancer's pose. Good, take a breath. Bring it back up. Good, release that foot. And then move into standing splits. Good, high or low as you want to be. Take a breath. Both feet come down. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, make your way to down dog or through a Chaturanga Vinyasa. Remember, you can always go to down dog first and then move in. And Chaturangas don't need to be crazy hard. They can be meltdowns. They can be locust. So if you feel yourself getting tired or those Chaturangas getting sloppy, stop them, right? Do something else that's going to help strengthen you instead of build bad habits. Very good. Move your way back into down dog. Reach your left leg up. Inhale. Exhale, bring your knee to your chest, drive down through the arms. Inhale, reach up. Do it again, knee to chest. Inhale, reach up. Again, knee to chest. Good, inhale, reach up. Step it up high, crescent lunge. Good, land that foot. Inhale, sweep up tall. Good, and then take your right hand down to the inside of your left foot. Sweep the left hand up, twisting side. Very good. Take a breath. Good, then bring both hands down, hop the back foot in just a little closer. Straighten out the front leg. Know that heel may not touch the floor back there, that's okay. We're really concentrating more on this left hip. Let it drift out, and then draw it back. Hands can be on the floor or blocks. Do whatever's best for your hamstring here on this front leg. So moving around in it. Good, and then we're going to start to settle into Trikonasana. You're going to spin that back heel down. Lengthen the front leg, maybe a block on the outside. Your left ankle, and find Trikonasana. Good, taking a breath. Good, and then exhale, soften in to Warrior Two. Inhale, reverse forward. Exhale, moving into that high or low Warrior Three and making it the transition that it needs to be right into knee circles. So that's all it is. Those two really start to combine with each other. Good. So staying here with knee circles, or sliding your hand down the top of your right foot. Staying right here. You don't have to move. Or reaching your left hand out. And moving into Dancer's Pose. Good. Take a breath. Release. Coming up. Good. Release that foot. And then transitioning into standing splits. Good. Hands anywhere they feel comfortable. Good. Release. Forward fold. Inhale, lift half. Exhale, down dog or chaturanga or both. Make your way through whatever vinyasa feels good. Very good. Walk your hands back to your feet. Good. Come up on your toes, and again, have a seat on those heels. So again, if your knees don't like to bend past 90 degrees, you can stay up higher. This is eventually going to move into close knee child's pose. So if you're ready for that, go ahead and take it. But we're going to do it transition through a little stretch and maybe through baby crow. All right? So if you're okay down here, separate the knees. Reach the hands way, 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 way out. So a lot of times when we think about doing a crow pose, all of a sudden, bells and whistles, skulls and crossbones, all sorts of things start to go off into our head. The baby crow is a really nice way to find some balance and realize that it's all about strength in your belly and your hips and not about lifting anything. Good. So from here, if you want to transition to baby crow, you're just going to keep the arms reaching way out where they are and just soften the elbows. Bring the whole forearms down to the floor. And then we're not lifting anything. We're simply going to rock forward on our back toes. So come up on the very tippy, 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 tippy top of your toes. And as you do that, your knees come to the outside of your triceps, hopefully. From here, you're going to start to squeeze the knees to the triceps. Look way out in front of you, so lift the chin. Continue to rock, continue to squeeze. Just lift those little toes up off the floor. So the fear of falling here is really reduced because if we do fall, we're like, we're just sliding right down into child's pose. So when you're ready, let them slide down. Move into wide knee child's pose. Take your forehead to the floor and just let's reestablish that breath again. Breathing in and out through your nose. Allowing your body to soften. Good, and then make your way back up to your hands and knees. And back to your down dog. So the next sequence is very similar to some of the elements that we've been doing in the other sequences. A lot of moving, a lot of transitioning. Reach the right leg up, inhale.
Exhale, bring your knee to your chest. Think maybe even knee to nose. Start to feel more inner thighs. Inhale, reach it up. And then this time, bring your right knee to your right tricep. Really thinking hamstring strong, flexing that foot. Inner thighs, bringing that leg here. One more time, inhale, reach up. Same thing, knee to tricep. Good, inhale, reach up. Very good, step it up. Low crescent lunge. So let that back knee drop. Inhale, reach it up. Now we're going to transition from low to high. This is not the easiest thing in the world to do. It takes a lot of drawing into center and drawing upward. It also takes a lot of pressing down the front foot and engaging that front heel back so you can find your hamstring. So no, you can take your hands and put them right here on your thigh. All right, you don't need to keep your arms up. When you're ready, inhale, high crescent lunge, and then right back down to low. Inhale, high. Right back down to low. Good. It feels better to stay low, do it. Do it one more time. Good. This time inhale, high crescent lunge. Stay up here. Good. And then I want you to twist to the right side. Good. Feel that right hip draw back. Maybe lunge a little deeper into the front foot. Feel length upward in your body. Inhale, reverse this. And then exhale, we're taking it into twisting half moon. So that left hand comes down on the floor or block. Reach the back leg. Good, and then regular half moon. Right hand comes down. Inhale, reach up. Good, and then slowly step it back, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhaling, higher, low, warrior three, moving into those knee circles again. So use that as a chance to move yourself up into these knee circles. Good, and then from knee circles, we're gonna take this to eagle. So take this left leg, cross it over the right. Good, start to bend that right knee, that balancing leg. Feel the spine get taller, feel the inner thighs get stronger, maybe wrap. Good, inhale, reach up. Maybe look up, much harder for your balance. Good, and then you can stay here or move into dancer's pose. Unwrap, inhale. Good, exhale, release. Reach up. Exhale, fold. Get a lot of balance on that one. Inhale, lift half. Exhale, go ahead and take down dog first. Good, and then move through a Chaturanga Vinyasa if you want it. Good, remember all the back strengthening poses, like Locust Pose. Good. Take it back to down dog. Good, reach your left leg up. Bend your, well, you didn't bend our knee, open up on the other side, but why not? Good, and then exhale, bring your knee to your chest. Inhale, reach it up. Good, and this time, left knee, left tricep. Feel the hamstring, the inner thighs help land it up there. One more time. Good, inhale, reach up. Good, and then step up, low crescent lunge. So again, knowing that you can put your hands on your thighs to help yourself get up, if that needs to happen, all right? So feeling that front heel engage back, feeling the inner thighs fire up. On your next inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, bring it up. One more time down. Good, last time up, stay here. Good, and then twist to the left. Feel that left hip draw back. Know that back knee's gonna be a little soft. That's fine. Reach the arms out. Good, inhale. On your next inhale, reverse this. And then take it into twisting half moon. Pavrita Ardha Chandrasana. So the right hand comes down, back leg lifts, left hand reaches up. Good, bring that left hand down, regular half moon. Inhale. Very good, and then slowly step it back, warrior two. Inhale, reverse.
Transitioning to that low or high warrior three, and then into our knee circles. Coming up. Good, taking these knee circles into eagle pose. Taking that right thigh, crossing it over the left, bending the left knee. Feeling power in the hips. That leg can stay out, toe can be down, or toe can wrap, whatever feels good to you. Good, and then inhale, reach the arms up, look up. Really playing with that balance. Good, exhale, unwind. Take your hand on your right foot. Maybe move into dancers. Good, bring it up. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, Samastitihi, hands at your heart. So if it feels good, close your eyes for a moment. And just take a breath. Very good, and then start to balance, open your eyes, start to balance on your right foot. Go ahead and draw this left leg up. So we're going to take this into extended leg pose. Now you can leave the knee bent. Bring your hand onto the inside of that knee and reach the right hand out. Now the challenge here is to look at your right fingertips, or you're welcome to grab that toe. Reach it out, either way. Good, look at those right fingertips. Good, and then slowly bring it in, inhale. Exhale, move into warrior three, a real one, a real one, I couldn't get the words out. Real warrior three, inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach the arms up, turn the toes to the left side of the mat, and then exhale, fold. So wide leg forward fold here. Good. And allow this forward fold just to kind of be kind of chill. Maybe bend the knees, maybe reach your hips back, maybe walk your hands back. Good, ease around into it. Good, and then walk the hands forward, inhale. Now, this time, let's see, what do I want to do? This time, I want to walk around back to the front of the mat. Good, drop the back knee. And then we're going to find a deeper hamstring stretch here. So start to straighten out the front leg. Find that half splits. There's no need to go into full splits to stretch your hamstrings. Especially if your hamstrings aren't ready for that, you can really hurt yourself. So from here, we're just going to use our body to find more hamstring. I want you to take your front heel and drag it back. And then start to get your tailbone and lift it up. Already, we've lengthened both insertion points of the hamstring behind the knee and the base of the pelvis. Good, really flex. So you can be a little more still for a moment, but still you can start to rock around in that hip a little. And as you start to rock around in the hip, notice that the outside edge of your foot starts to come towards the floor. Now as you're doing this, I really want you to engage your hamstring. So we're lengthening out that, engage your quadricep, so that we're really lengthening out the hamstring. Keep that quadricep engaged. Maybe the outside edge of your foot comes all the way to the floor. You push the tailbone back, lift the tailbone up. Maybe even walk your hands around to that right side. You feel this all the way down to your pinky toes. There's never been a time when I have not felt this. Good, bring it back in. Now, if you have blocks, this little hop through is going to be possible, all right? So I want to show you the hop through first, and then I'll come back and show you how to get to it without hopping through. But if you have blocks, they can be high or medium. You're going to draw the left knee up to your chest, reach that leg out, shift the hips back, and have a seat. Now, if you didn't have blocks, right? So we want to get to the floor without killing ourselves. I mean, get to the other leg without like hurting ourselves. So just shift over to your right hip. Bring this left leg out. And bring the right foot in. So we're gonna all end up with the left leg reaching out, this right foot all the way in. We're moving into sage pose. Sage pose has lots of levels. So I want you to take your right tricep to the inside of your knee. This is really important. Now the other thing that's going to happen here is that our spine's going to collapse, especially in the middle and lower back. So what I want you to try and do here in sage pose is know that you're gonna have to round a little bit, but then when you get into it, as you inhale, think about pressing and lifting the heart up so that we're lengthening the back. So you can stay right here with your hands where they're comfortable. If you want a little more, you can slide your hands back in line with that back foot. Notice how that right shoulder collapses. Try and lift back up, press the heart forward. You can always take a bind too, taking the back of the hand to the hip. Know that you have to round to get into it. And then once you're there, you start to lengthen back up. So breathing all the way down into your belly wherever you are. Good, release. So now we're gonna move into what I call Shavasana. We're gonna take our left hand, reach it way back here behind our, and right arm starts to sit here. So this is very, very comfortable. You can stay here, or we can move into Wild Thing. If you're gonna do that, rotate to the outside edge of your extended leg, press up, Wild Thing. Good, from Wild Thing, if you want to, you can move into any version of Shavasana that you want. Good, and then we're gonna rotate around, and we're gonna face the back of our mat. So now you're doing down dog, facing the back of your mat. So it's gonna become a big game, as Simon says. We can do this, all right? So you can stay here in down dog. You're welcome to take a Chaturanga Push-Ups if you'd like to do that. And then once you're back in down dog, you might want to take your blocks and move them up to the back of your mat. All right? Good. So I'm going to be facing backwards too. I have a cheat sheet though, so hopefully I'll tell you the right things, right? Come up on your toes, bend your knees, make your way to the front of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, lift half. Exhale, fold. Sweep up tall, inhale. Exhale, Samastitihi. So we're going to be going into that same extended leg pose again, but this time I want you to balance on your left foot. Bring your right knee up. Take your hand to the inside of your right knee and see how that feels. Reach your left hand out. If that feels fine and you want to try legs straight, go ahead and do it. You gotta look at your left fingertips. Take an inhale. Good, then exhale, bring that leg forward and move into a true warrior three. So hands can be at your heart, reaching behind you. Whatever feels good. Good. And then step back, warrior two. We're just here for a second. Because now we're gonna straighten out the legs and we're gonna turn the toes back to the left side of the mat. Reach the arms up. Good, exhale, fold. So wide leg forward fold. You can widen those feet up wider if you want to. Soften the knees, maybe shift the weight back into your heels and just hang here. Maybe lunge a little side to side. Maybe if you want to take a little twist, you can take little twists. Whatever feels good. Very good. And then walk back around to the back of your mat. Good, drop the back knee. We're gonna move back into that hamstring stretch. So you are facing the back of your mat. And since we're all at home, if you ended up facing the front of your mat, no one saw you. Very good. Now from here, really thinking about this hamstring stretch, and of course blocks are nice here if you want to use them. I want you to feel like you're dragging your front heel back, lifting your tailbone up, lengthening your spine up. Good, and then really engage your quadricep. Feel how much that helps to lengthen your hamstring stretch, especially those little areas behind your knee. Good, and then start to play around, rotating back and forth in the hip. And as you rotate in that hip, notice the outside of the edge, the left foot starting to make its way to the floor. Quadricep, keeping it engaged, really important here. Maybe it comes all the way down. Engage that quadricep. Maybe you walk your hands around to the left side. You can walk around the blocks too. Good. Breath. Good. And then walk back into center. Now if you don't have blocks, you're going to just ease your way onto your left hip and bring that right leg straight out in front of you. If you have blocks, you're on your blocks high,
or medium, or even low. Press your hands down into the blocks, draw your right knee up into your chest, reach it out, and then very important, shift the hips back to the right level with your hands and have a seat. Good, now from here, moving back into sage pose, draw the left foot all the way up into the hip. Very good, take the left tricep to the inside of that left knee, and then let the hands rest. So find what's gonna be best for you. We don't want to use our arms to crowbar our way down. We want to be able to feel length, especially through the back body, top of the hip, rib cage. We want to be able to breathe into the belly. So if breath can happen, you're pushing it too far back off. If you want to, you can slide your hands back on your foot. Notice how everything collapses when you do that. And as you inhale, press that chest back forward. Find some length. Or maybe take the bind if you want to. Good. Keep that extended leg active. Keep breathing down into the belly. Good. Release. Take your right hand way back behind you. Move into Shavasana. Right? So we're going to make our way into Wild Thing from this position. So from here, you're going to roll to the outside edge of that extended leg. Press into the back hand. Press into this bent knee foot. Inhale, bring it up. Good. And it can transition to any form of Vashisthasana side plank that you want. Good. And then make your way back around to the front of the mat. Come to your hands and knees. Press back, close knee child's pose. So close knee, reach your hands back to the arches of your feet, if that feels okay. Let the forehead come down to the mat and let the shoulders and elbows flop open. So we've just got this nice little round turtle shell back there. And I want you to breathe all the way down into your belly. Good. Feel it expand. Very good. Slowly breathe. And then let's have a seat. Very good. Have a seat. All right. So we're going to do a couple little stretches plus strengtheners for our hips. So if you take my class a lot, you know I talk a lot about active stretching, especially when we're stretching down deep into the hips, especially for the piriformis. We need to keep that piriformis strong, but also mobile. But we don't want it so long that it can't do its job. It has to be this spring that has some give and take to it, but it needs to also be stabilizing. So active stretching is really good for the piriformis. So that's what we're going to do here. So I just want you to take your right foot in front of your left, easy Sukhasana. Kind of wiggle those hips back. Now, you may find that you need to be sitting on blocks. If that helps you lift up, if all of a sudden you're like this, right? Have a seat on some blocks. Good. Now from here, I want you to press both edges of your feet down to the floor. And as we start to lean forward a little bit, I want you to feel like you're taking your thigh bone and plugging it up into your hip. So we're squeezing in the hips as we're leaning in the hips. So we're stretching, but we're also being really active in that muscle. And the key to this is not just trying to squeeze the butt. The key to this is really pressing these feet down into the floor. That's going to help activate here. Good. Take a breath. So it's not really important to just flop down to the floor. I mean, that feels good. It feels good. But especially if you're already really flexible, it's not doing anything for you. If you're already really flexible and can find extreme flexibility poses that have to do with the hips, you probably need to strengthen those hips up, because that may cause you problems later on, especially if you're really young. You think this is easy squeezy. You get maybe my age and you're like, oh man, my low back hurts all the time. Good. Walk it back up. Let's switch. Same thing. If you need to be on blocks, totally be on blocks. So this is Sukhasana, easy seated pose, nothing complicated here. Press the outside edges of your feet and your legs to the floor. Feel when you do that, how the hips activate. This gets stronger back here, down deep into that hip.
and then just start to ease yourself forward. Slowly bring it up. Good. Go ahead and take your left leg out and leave your right leg in. We're going to move into Shavasana or head to knee pose. And again, we're not going to make this extreme. We really want to feel the muscles that run from the top of our rib cage down to the top of our hip and our back body. That's where our target area is. It's the quadratus femorum. So from here, we're going to find a little twist. And again, if you take my classes, you know that the hip always follows that twist direction. So as we twist to the left, I want you to draw that left hip back just a little bit. This helps center up, square up the pelvis so that we can bend in the spine a little bit better. And I want you to keep that twist, keep an active left leg, and start to hinge forward. Now you can take your right hand on the outside of your leg, your foot, wherever it feels comfortable, but I don't want this arm to become a crowbar. All right, it's a guide. We're maintaining this twist and we're hinging from the waist and reaching the chest forward. We're keeping this extended leg active, and you're only going as far as you feel comfortable. And then once you get there, you're breathing down deep into your belly. You're feeling the muscles that run down the back of the right rib cage into your hip. Expand as you breathe. Good, and if you can keep all of this and hinge deeper and take your head to your knee, great. But that is not the most important part here, right? The twist and the breath. That's the most important part. And keeping the spine reaching long. And slowly bring it up and let's switch sides. So take the right leg out, bring the left foot in. Good. Keep this right leg active, flex that foot. Feel the quadricep a little engaged. And then we're going to twist a little to the right so that right hip follows that twist just a bit. It's not much, but it makes a big difference. Good, and then from here, lift upward. Start to hinge forward. Good, keeping that twist. Take your left hand on the outside of your leg, your calf, your shin, your foot. Just make it a guide, not a crowbar. Hinge a little more, only as far as you can hinge. Feeling that back left body stretch, but feeling your breath move into your belly. Breathe. So head to knee, that's what it's called, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that far to get the stretch. So don't force yourself, especially if you have to round your spine to get there. We've lost it all. Keep that spine lengthened. Good, and then slowly bring it up. Have a seat. We're almost done. We're going to do a couple neck stretches here. So go ahead and have a seat sitting up tall. I want to like not have this doo-doo-doo music playing. Let's find something a little more chill. All right, so from here, have a seat, and we're going to reach our arms out. Now, I may or may be opposite you, I don't know. So I'm just going to call it like it is, and then don't worry about what it looks like, all right? Take your right arm, cross it over your left, and wrap your arms for eagle arms. Good. Now, I want you to take your forearms, press them slightly forward so you feel those shoulder blades on the back broadening. And then think about shoulder blades here. Don't just draw the elbows down. I want you to actually draw your shoulder blades down. So you feel the muscles that run along the outside of your neck, top of the shoulders. That's what we're drawing longer. Good. And then we're going to take our hands and we're going to press them to the right. Good. Keep drawing the shoulder blades down. Really stretching in those trapezius. Good. Now, if it feels good, you can take your chin a little down towards your chest and let that left ear ease towards your shoulder. And you're going to find the right way. It might straight on doesn't feel good, but when you take it down and start to move around, you're going to find the sweet spot. These are our shoulder muscles, our stressy muscles, and we've been using those a lot. So let's stretch. Good. Bring it back in. Good. Release. And let's do the opposite way now. Left arm crosses over the right. Good. Same thing, press the elbows forward. Good, and then think about drawing the shoulder blades down. Good. Now take your hands, press them to the left. Good, same thing now if you want to ease your chin towards your chest a little bit. And then think about taking right ear towards right shoulder, you can do that. Now, go ahead and take your right arm over the top of your head, not behind, but straight over the top of your head until your hand starts to rest right below your ear. So we're going to use our arm weight to stretch the neck. Start to relax the head and let the arm pull it just a little bit. Maybe take the chin just a smidge downward instead of lifting upward. Good, so already now really feeling the muscles run alongside of our neck. Our levator scapula goes all the way into your jaw. Definitely an area that can get tight and stressed. And we can make this a little more stretchy by taking our left shoulder. I like to squeeze my arm to my side a little bit and draw that shoulder down, and you really feel it. So just breathe. And slowly bring it up and release. Take your left arm all the way over the top of your head, around to your ear. Good. And then again, letting that arm be the weight, so we're not pulling, it's just resting. Chin angles a little downward. Good, and then if you want more, think about squeezing your right arm into your side and drawing that shoulder down. So we're going to move into Shavasana. I think Shavasana is probably the most important thing that you can do. Instead of hopping up off your mat and running away, let's go ahead and lay down on our mat. So find a comfortable position, whether it's legs out straight in front of you, or maybe you have back stuff going on. It doesn't feel good to have those legs out straight. Keep your feet wide to the edges of your mat. Let your knees fall towards each other. Wherever you are, pick up your rib cage just a little bit and work a little bit of shoulder blade under your back. Good, and then take your arms out to your sides. Palms turn upward. Close your eyes. And just start to breathe in and out through your mouth now, just as your breath naturally comes. So not trying to force anything, make anything too big. And it's going to take you a moment to settle. Really find a nice deep breath. Start to notice your breath as you're breathing in. How you feel it come in through your throat, rise in your chest, rise in your belly. And as you exhale, how you feel everything soften. Inhaling a gentle rise. Exhaling, softening. Start to settle into that rhythm of your breath. And most importantly, just watching and noticing that breath. Allow your mind to think only of your breath.
watching this breath, start to notice at the very end of your exhale, before your next inhale, there's this space where your body is not breathing at all. It's complete stillness. Allow yourself to rest in that stillness for only as long as it lasts. Take a breath when you naturally feel like you need to. Just start to notice the end of the exhale and the stillness. Start to allow your mind to also rest in that stillness. Next inhale, start to reach your arms above your head. Take a nice deep breath in. Now on your exhale, slowly draw your knees into your chest. And then make your way to your right side. As you're ready, press yourself up to a seated position on your mat. Take your hands to your heart. And thank you all so much for sharing your practice today. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay happy, stay healthy, and we'll all get through this together. Namaste.